Happy Monday. Guys, I am so exhausted you don't even know. I basically didn't sleep last night. Maybe for like 3 hours. But yeah, so I hope all of you guys, so I need coffee like something fierce. So I don't know if you can tell, like when I haven't slept a lot, my eyes like get red, which is a new thing. It's like as I've gotten older. Oh man, hobby hands, you didn't sleep either, dude? That sucks. Oh, console kids, thanks. I was wondering when you were gonna pay that debt. Let's have someone come after you. Yeah, it was crazy. I didn't get a lot of sleep. I'll tell you what I did though, which is crazy. So I did something that I haven't done in a couple months actually. So I'll shut off the music for a second. I'll go over to the table camera. The cool thing is I can still get your guys' comments while I'm over here, but I couldn't sleep. So at like 3 o'clock in the morning, I went and it was about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I took this off of the new countercade Miss Pac-Man, and I'm like, I'm gonna install, a replica joystick, from an actual Miss Pac-Man, which this looks very similar. I have a full-size Miss Pac-Man Galaga downstairs. It looks similar, so it's a hap stick. But the funny thing is, I put it in here. And it doesn't. It's the arcade one-up countercade. But anyways, it doesn't fit. And so I got to figure out if there's a way I can mod the countercade to fit it. Because it actually, so the front panel actually rubs up against this. So you can kind of see how that would happen, though. You got your connectors right here. So I got to figure out, maybe I can fix it, but and get it to fit. But this feels so much better than the stick it came with. This is the stick. No, I don't want to solder the connectors, Wicked. That's the whole point. I never solder joysticks, because if you need to repair them, then you have to desolder them. It's much easier to just do that. But yeah, I don't solder. I do it very rarely. But yeah, that's the stick it came with, and then the micro switches it came with are these guys. They're really, really, talk about let me see if I can get in there a little closer. I don't know. I can't mess with it right now. But yeah, the micro switches they're not like terrible, but they're really, really like, so something I don't like about certain micro switches is these are really hard to press down on. So I don't know, whatever. Anyways, that's it. That's what it is. I basically, just did that last night to kind of clear my head. Oh my God. I hate that I do this every damn time. If someone knows in OBS, there must be a way to, let me see. I'm sorry, I'm doing YouTube stuff. Restart playback when source is active. Okay, I'm going to shut that off. Now, basically, if I go from here to here, okay, now it's not doing it. I don't know why I didn't just do that months ago, but basically that's what I needed to do. Anyways, how is everybody doing? Is everyone all right? I wish I was more awake right now, but it's totally terrible. The funny thing is so I could totally fix that. I just did, actually. I just fixed it, which is great. All right, so hey, I wanted to show you guys one thing really quick. If I can, you know what? We don't have time to really to do all the I don't know, fancy stuff. But basically, I found an article. Let me see. Maybe I can pull it up. I want to show you guys the article because otherwise it didn't happen, right? If I didn't show you guys the article, it didn't happen. Let me see if I can find it, because I looked at it last night. And basically, it was more information about the Neo Geo, which I was pretty excited about. So anyways, I'll tell you about it while see, I'm so tired, guys. I'll tell you about it while I'm sort of sitting here. So basically, there was an article that was written about that MVSX, and it gave a link to the company that's manufacturing the actual cabinet. And the funny thing is the company that's manufacturing the cabinet also manufactures cabinets for Incredible Technologies, the Golden Tee cabinets, and a lot of other commercial cabinets. So it made me wonder, wow, we could be getting a really high quality. This is the first time we could see, I'm not saying that like At Games or Arcade 1-Up or Toy Shock or name your freaking company, IA Arcade. I'm not saying those companies aren't making high quality cabinets. I actually don't know what the IA Arcade one's gonna look like or feel like. But that's pretty cool that they're using a company that makes commercial grade cabinets because maybe that means that we're gonna see our first one where it's a little bit beefier than the stuff we have out there. Because after modding a bunch of the one ups, you can kind of see obviously the wood is not the best quality and stuff like that. So, anyways, Stringer Films, you need to respawn. Thanks for the super chat. I know, man. I do need to respawn. Yeah. So, anyways, man, let me see if I can find the article just really fast because I was kind of excited about it because it's kind of it could potentially change the game a bit. It's a bummer that it doesn't look like Arcade One Up secured that license or for whatever reason, but pretty cool. Let me see if I can find it. I think I know where it is. I actually was looking for it last night before Justin and I went live, and I couldn't find it. So I'm sure I won't be able to find it now, which is awesome. Anything in particular, I can't find it. Anything in particular you guys would like to speak about? Put it in the chat and we can talk about it. I'm totally cool talking about whatever you want. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of just get on here and chill with you guys. And I wish I was more awake, but it is rough, dude. I get 3 hours of sleep and I'm completely a nightmare. So yeah. I don't know. I was kind of bummed out that oh yeah, GameStop was real. So I don't assume all the time that everyone on the show watches the One Up Weekly. So if you did watch the One Up Weekly, one of the fans actually went and created a website for a joke from the show. So if you guys, I'll recap it really quick. So basically, well, I'll let me see if I have this actually wired up to work. Let me see. I think I do. All right, let's see if this works, guys. I'm going to press this button, and we'll see if nothing happens. I'm assuming nothing's going to happen. No, it did. It worked. Holy crap. A button worked. So basically, someone on the show, there was this joke around GameStop with a C instead of G came from the show because when Justin was looking at the code, the developer who did the MVSX website misspelled GameStop for GameStop in the code. And so we just kind of joked around and had fun with it. But someone went on the show, went and created an actual website. But it all like kind of functions. It says things like pre-order coming soon for the MVSX. Yes, it's real. And yes, it's official. Includes hap-ish joysticks. I don't know I think if you go to more, it goes to the website. And then here's the bootleg fake Sega, it's actually Virtua Fighter, not Virtual Fighter, but whatever. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's supposed to be funny too. And another new leak. Is it real or fake? A GameStop exclusive ? And then they have an advertisement for the giant joystick. Now, why I think this is funny is because if you click, well, I didn't notice this last night. I guess he put my logo there. And then if you put see it in action, it actually links to this video that was a fan created video where basically it looks like I'm doing naughty things to the naughty things to the joystick. It's not fair, man. And then John Deese makes a very interesting comment if you feel like watching the video. It says our friend. I didn't see this last night either. There's like a little girl who can't reach the table. Our friendly staff is here to help no matter how young you are. Our staff is always ready to take your money or trade it. Anyways, there's actual merchandise that I guess is you can really order for GameStop. And then there's the Q&A and stuff. It gets pretty funny because there's a bunch of stuff in here. Like, how do you pronounce Sinden? Is the Neo Geo cabinet real? What is the best aspect ratio, which is something that Justin talks about a lot. How can I get the best resolution? So I just thought this was really funny that they did all that. Like, they went out of their way to create GameStop as a website. But I mean, seriously, I think that's so awesome. Like, we've never had anybody do stuff like that. Oh, GameStop's in the chat. Oh my gosh. Like, that's really, really funny to me. Like, I got a really big kick out of that. I was just really laughing a lot at that. And Justin and I were, if you go back and watch the show, we were genuinely really excited about that. So the Hobby Hands had a super chat that I just missed. It said Rexter Show had some one up interview yesterday. I don't know what that means. You'll have to be more specific. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. So yeah, so that was really funny. It made me laugh a lot. I was kind of taken back by the fact that someone would actually go through the effort to do something like that. So it was super fun. But it kind of surprised me in the middle of the night when I got up at like, I actually never really slept, but when I got up and I was like, oh, I'm going to mod something as a means to. So before I used to do this, before I did YouTube, I could almost say that the modding part was like, and obviously before OneUp existed, I used to tinker a lot with things for years and years, and MAME and whatever. I'd build machines and build, get a DIY kit, big full size, build my arcade and do stuff like that. Constantly be tweaking it and doing stuff, and I would do that kind of late at night sometimes, just to kind of relax. It was like after work, it was something to do. So I don't know if you guys have that thing that you can do. A lot of times it's just playing video games, but whatever. But I feel like everyone kind of needs something to settle down sometimes at night. And yeah, it just was really, I don't know, it was hard to settle down last night. So I went to modding, and it was kind of therapeutic in a way. And I hadn't done it in a really long time. So it's a super chat. Thank you so much. It's V Gotcha Man, VG, or is it V Gotcha Man? I think it's what it is. Been a long time viewer. I really appreciate the real talk, approach, genuineness, unlike some of the other creators. P.S. You can just call me Gotcha Man and drop the V. Also, why are you so tired? That's awesome, because I just had a hard time saying it, and you like almost knew I was gonna have a hard time saying it. That's really funny. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. I also really appreciate you being a viewer for a while. That's awesome. I feel like I've been doing this forever, but it hasn't really been 2 years yet. It's coming up. He had clips from the One Up Weekly interview with John D from yesterday on his stream. Yeah, I don't. Before bed, Justin had told me that they were pulling clips from the show and stuff. I really like John D. I think he's a nice guy. I talk to him a lot on the side. I mean, not a lot, but enough. I keep in contact with him. I'm from the East Coast originally. I kind of appreciate when someone is very, I don't know. I don't know what word to use, but when people are kind of bold like that, like just kind of, I don't know, that doesn't bother me. It's kind of what I grew up with. Although I will say, after I moved to California, I think I started to soften up a bit more. Like, I used to be a little rough around the edges, and now I'm really not. But I used to be. Now, I'm not saying that John is rough around the edges, but I used to be more, I think I used to be more inclined to say exactly what I'm thinking. And I kind of wish I wasn't so mellow sometimes, because I think I've turned into more of a person that is more careful about what I might say versus just saying it. And so, but I feel like in general, we're kind of in a world now where saying it's bad sometimes, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is. Like, I'll tell you one thing. I feel like I went back, and sometimes I watch Garage Gamer says pot smoking has helped. Yeah, I mean, hey, whatever it is that, where are you, by the way? I don't remember, Garage Gamer, where you're actually physically. For two things. First of all, I feel bad that I haven't plugged your YouTube, because I believe you have one. I know I will look at your Instagram stuff, but I thought you had a YouTube too, and I can't remember yeah, what it is. So, oh, you in Oregon. Is it legal? Is marijuana legal in Oregon? I don't know. It probably is. It's Oregon. It probably is. I forget what I was actually saying. Oh, so getting back to, okay, so there you go. I mean, not that it matters, but the Garage Gamer, I would not judge you if it was illegal. So don't worry about it. I could care less. You got to do what you got to do. Arizona, believe it or not, it is still not legal. It's just for, I think it's, what do you call it when it's not it's like medical only. Wait, no, not medical only. Yeah, right? Yeah, because it's medical and recreational. So it's medical only. Like, you can go and get a card like, "Oh, my back hurts." And they're like, "Here you go." And some doctor's like, "You need weed. You ever have a backache on weed?" But anyway, so yeah, I forget what movie that's from. All right, yeah, medicinal. There you go. Medicinal. Why can't I say that word? I'm all medicinal. But yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. All right, so I went back and watched talking about not being able to be honest or whatever. Not be honest. That's a wrong word. Talking about having problems, like you're reserved, like you don't want to say what's really on your mind because in fear that others will take it the wrong way or whatever. Well, I was watching back one of the One Up weeklies. It could have been the last one. I can't remember, but Justin's like, if you don't like at game, like I'm not gonna make it about this, but he's like, if you don't really like at games, just say you don't. Like, just be like, yeah, I don't, and who cares why? You just don't, right? And but anyways, that's a good example. Like I said, well, I need to respect its technology and all that stuff, and but there's like things that had happened over time with the company that I just felt like I don't like them, and I feel like you kind of I think on this side of the table, when you're actually creating content and you have to interact with these companies, you have a different relationship because you're like it's not just about the product, it's about the product and the company in a sense. And it is somewhat like that when you're the consumer too, right? Like people may not like John D, right? And go, "Yeah, I don't like him. He's too harsh or whatever." I don't I actually do. I like him. I like him a lot, actually. I think and when I met him in person, he's just a straight guy. Like that's pretty much it. He's just gonna say what's going on his mind, which I appreciate. David's gonna give you the guys that don't know. David, on the other hand, is kind of like on the marketing end, right? So he's sort of like more the public relations guy. So your answer you're gonna get from David. No disrespect to David, it's just his job is to give you the wicked PC, super, vanilla answer. And Sean doesn't follow that formula. He's just like, "Bleh, here it is." So yeah, so long story short, you end up having to build relationships with these people at the company. And sometimes what you see behind the doors doesn't, you kind of it's unfortunate because just like it's like this, right? I'll bring it back to like a woman that you like, right? You could meet a woman somewhere, or a man, whatever, and you meet them and they're gorgeous, like, oh my gosh, this girl is so beautiful, whatever. But then she's got like a really bad attitude, or she's just it disappoints you because you're like, oh man, like I thought I was this girl looked like this dream girl to me, and she's not, right? She's like terrible. It's like that. It's like then it kind of like makes everything else. It doesn't matter that she's pretty. It makes her ugly in your mind. And so that's kind of what has happened over time with at games and me. And this isn't even, so it is what it is. Like it was my experience and it wasn't a good one. It's just like Righteous says, stop describing my wife. So, it's just one of those things. It's one of those things where that's unfortunate that can happen, but that can sometimes happen. You can sometimes like take something you really enjoy and you get behind the curtain a bit and you're like, you know what? Maybe it's not so good. So I'll tell you this story really quick. That's funny. Pre Kim. So I lived in California at the time, and I was single and I was dating and I dated this girl. I just went on a couple dates with her. This was our second date. And so our first date was like really brief. We went and got like, I don't know, I can't remember. We just met somewhere. I think maybe had like one drink or something, and I kind of just left. And like we both just sort of like, hey, I gotta go. See you maybe, whatever. It was like a very casual thing. And so the next time we go out, we go to Huntington Beach, California, and there was a brewery down there, and I can't remember what it was. And so we go to the brewery, and she knows I love beer, right? Like that had been discussed. Like I like craft beers. Kim won't be bothered by this. I've told Kim this story before, so don't worry. So thanks for looking out though. So she's like, "Oh yeah, I love beers. I love craft beers too." And I'm like, "Oh, that's cool, right?" So like, she's kind of giving me like some things that would get me excited. Like, yeah, she likes craft beers. This is cool. I can have a drink with this girl. We can discuss beers together. This is gonna be exciting. This is gonna be really exciting. So I can't remember what I ordered. I think it was at the time I was really into, I think it was like, shoot. What's like the citrusy, orangey kind of beers? Is it Hefeweizens or Hefeweizens, whatever? Anyways, it was those beers, like those kinds of things, like a Blue Moon, um, yeah, like a Blue Moon. Yeah, so you see, I said Blue Moon. So I don't know if it was Blue Moon that I ordered. I can't remember. But you know how some people would order Blue Moon and put an orange in it, like an orange slice. That was like cool for a while. I don't know. I never liked it with the orange slice, but people will put an orange slice in it. So anyway, I ordered something like that, and then she's like, "Oh, I'll have the same, whatever it was." And she goes, "Hey," now the waiter's like about to leave, and she goes, "Hey, can you bring a full lemon, or actually no, make that two lemons, like two lemons and cut them in half." And the guy's like, "What?" The guy's like looking at her like kind of weird, like, why do you want lemons, right? First of all, I was suspect about the lemon because I'm like, maybe she means orange, but she's just saying lemon. So she orders the lemons, and she's like, the lemons come, and the guy's like totally totally tripping out as to why she would even have the lemons. Like he's like, "Okay, here's your lemons." So then she drinks like maybe that much of her beer, and she grabs, I'm like fascinated because I'm like, what is this chick doing with the lemons? So then she grabs the lemon and she starts squeezing them into her beer, and I'm like, oh god, like full on to fill the void. Like she needed enough lemon juice to put, and I'm like, okay, this girl doesn't like beer at all. She's just doing this because she like wants to impress me or something or whatever, which had the opposite effect because I was like, oh my god. And it's weird because at the time I was so, I don't know, I don't think I'd be like this as an adult so much because I was like younger then, but I was like, so that wasn't the only thing that happened on that date though. So that was one Zima girl for sure. So yeah, so that happened. So I'm like, oh, like that was the biggest blow. I'm like, this girl doesn't like beer. She's just pretending to like beer. So there's that. Then there's one more thing. So those little, the potatoes. Actually, is Chef Dave in here? If Chef Dave is in here, he'll know. Hopefully Chef Dave is in here. But the potatoes that are like they're like small potatoes. They're like round potatoes. I don't know what those are called, but they're not like mashed potatoes. They're just round potatoes. The ones that are like almost circles? Yeah, they're red. What are those? You know what those are, right, Chef? I don't know. Anyway, so fingerling, I don't know. I have to look it up, but let's see. Is that what it is? Anyways, you guys know it's the circular round red potatoes, right? They're not mashed potatoes. So she's like on her, when she orders food, she wanted mashed potatoes, and he's like, we don't have mashed potatoes. And she's like, "Oh, that's fine." And then she like, when they came, she like made them into mashed potatoes, and she was like mashing them and stuff. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, I gotta go. I was like, first of all, you put lemon in your beers. I have no idea what you're doing with your potatoes right now, but you're like killing your potatoes. It was just crazy. It was crazy. She like destroyed the potatoes, but she was like, "Rah, rah." She's like, "I love mashed potatoes." She was also very aggressive, but it's all right. I know this is a totally terrible. Yeah, she was showing that thing who's boss for sure. But I don't know, whatever. It just, the whole experience like turned me off. So I know this is a really, really dumb example, but that's kind of what my experience was with that games. So it made me not like them. But anyway, so that's what it is. So I guess what I'm saying is, I'm tired of pretending to like them, or probably not doing a good job anyway. I just don't like them, and it doesn't really have to do with their products, which is unfortunate because I think some of the stuff that they do. See, I'm doing it again. Some of the stuff that they do is halfway decent. There's some things that they've come around, and it's halfway decent. So, anyways, just you guys get the whole point of the story. The whole point was sometimes little things can happen that kind of change your perception of something. So yeah, it's so stupid. All right, Hobby Hens, thanks for the super chat, buddy. He said, I was on a date and her dog bit my nose and it was bleeding everywhere. I ended up to have a big scar for years. Holy crap. That's crappy, dude. Oh man. Tim D says Ralph doesn't like the way Hat Games makes their potatoes. Dreamcast Kyle says, I dislike them. The Sega flashbacks were bad enough for Sega to kick them to the curb. Yeah, those were really bad. I mean, here's one thing that, this is looked at as negative, but the reason why the majority of gamers out there can't stand them is because for over 10 years, they basically built these really, really bad. I don't know if it was 10 years, it was probably close to that. They built these terrible emulation machines. Now, if I had to give them any, credit where credit is due, they've kind of used better cores now, so they don't have audio issues and stuff like that. Okay, so I dated a chick that put ranch dressing in her marinara sauce. What? Oh, I'm Italian too. That would be if she did that on top. Imagine if she did the potato thing and the beer thing, and then put ranch dressing in the Italian. I would have. My head would have been like, like I wouldn't even be able to handle that. I wouldn't have been able to handle that. That's crazy. Wow, that's nuts. So, all right, How to Bachelor. You said Ralph, just Ralph. But yeah, that'd be gross, right? Like ranch dressing and so my kids actually put ranch dressing on a lot of stuff, which is weird. I like ranch dressing. I didn't so growing up like on the East Coast as an Italian kid, we didn't really put ranch dressing on anything, really. I don't even remember my mom putting ranch dressing on salad. She probably made me eat like a wicked Italian salad. Like, oh, I put the balsamic. Like she probably put oil and vinegar and salt on it and was like, eat it. So, but I've come to actually like maybe appreciate ranch a little bit now. But my kids will put ranch on everything. Like I swear when they eat pizza, they put more ranch on pizza than the actual pizza. I'm like, you're not even eating pizza at this point. You should just drink ranch. You should blend the pizza and make a ranch, smoothie out of it. Cause that's basically how they eat it. It's really gross. But anyway, I don't know. Do you guys love ranch? I mean, it's weird. I feel like when I moved to the West Coast, everyone loved ranch. Like it was like everyone dipped everything in ranch. And I was like, oh, okay, this is new to me. But then I'm like, man, it actually tastes pretty good. But I'm like, dude, I'm gonna gain like a zillion pounds because if you put ranch dressing on everything, you're gonna be like, that's a lot of ranch dressing. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, I don't know. All right, Stringer Films. GameStop makes their own ranch. I didn't know that, but I hope they update the website with their ranch dressing because that'd be awesome. Thanks for the super chat, bud. No, you don't. So bearded bastard. Oh, it's supposed to be bastard. I get it. Sometimes I put ranch on leftover spaghetti. Ooh, that's rough. I don't think I could do that. Arizona Arcade Heroes, what's up, bud? No, I don't feel like I did sleep, but I switched to Barrow's Ranch. Barrow's the pizza place. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, let's see. At least it's not blue cheese at GameStop. I'd love it if someone could update the GameStop website with the ranch dressing. I mean, they are selling to just like Arcade One Up. They're trying to sell products to all different people. If they expanded into the food service industry, maybe GameStop could stay alive. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe you guys are single-handedly responsible for saving GameStop, right? I think. All right, educational purposes only. D Ranch Bro. I love that there's a username called educational purposes only. Yes, How to Bachelor Friday, Ralph Mario Kart. I'm in, dude. I'm in. I just want to know, are we so How to Bachelor and I are gonna do some kind of live stream, but the thing is I don't know who's hosting it on Friday. So I don't know if you want me to I don't know, whatever. We'll talk about that offline, I guess. Oh, Stringer Films has Mario Kart now. Oh, you know what, dude? Shoot, crap, I don't have my. Does anybody know what my? Why would you guys know? I'm wondering where my little Switch code thing is. My friend code. I have to get that to you, Stringer. I'll get it to you. I could get my Switch real quick if you guys want. I will verbally tell you what my code is if you guys want me to do that really quick. If not, I don't have to. Yes? Okay, hold on. I guess I could switch to my Switch. Now I'll get it. I have my pajamas on still, by the way. Don't make fun. It is what it is. Don't judge. Don't judge. I don't know if you even heard that. All right. Are you ready? Get your pens and pencils ready, because this is my friend code. Are you ready? Stringer, do you have your pen and pencil in hand? It is, and I repeat, S W W S W 13539719 times 2501. I'll repeat that one more time. It's SW 13539719 2501. There you go. That's it. That's the switch code. All right. Anyways, I gotta go soon, man. I'll tell you this right now, guys. This Monday's gonna suck. Like, there's no way. I can't sugarcoat this. This Monday is gonna totally blow because I got about 3 hours of sleep, and I don't do well with no sleep. Oh yeah. By the way, I found that out too, that Battletoads doesn't have online multiplayer. Like, that's so weak. Why would they even do that? That would have been so awesome to do. You know, one game 9 times. That's one of my favorite. That is seriously one of my favorite parts of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, because he's all 9 times, and it's all bloop, 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 bloop. Oh man! All right, I can't read some of the super chats. I don't want to read ones that are kind of negative to anybody. So I'm sorry, Zen, but I appreciate the super chat. Let's see. My personal life, educational purpose says my personal life is at a 9. 9 times. Seriously, Stringer, did your phone repeat? You just want me to repeat it. You got it, right? Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it again. Snotty, snooty. All right, I can't remember. Oh, seriously? Okay, I'll do it one more time, and that's it. He's probably messing with me, I'm sure, but... All right, guys, get your pens and pencils ready. Pens, paper, and pencil ready. We've got a, this is my friend code on the Nintendo Switch. It is SW1353979192501. 9 times. Yeah, anyways. So Arizona Arcade Heroes, no, class. So John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, thank you for your code, dude. Arcade guy, morning, guys. Morning to you too, my friend. 9. Oh yeah, there's 9 too, like Baba Booey. 9 times. 9. So if you're from New York, it's 9. Actually, I don't know if I don't know what part of, I think he's from New Jersey, actually. His accent's more New Jersey than New York, I think. So, that's my code. Awesome. Thanks. Thanks for my code, man. That's how tired I'm like, I don't know, whatever. I just said the thing like 3 times. I don't remember. MCO Gamer, what's up, dude? You're my positivity, man. You're awesome. He's a good guy. MCO Gamer is a very positive dude. I love that. Fafafui. He's very, very positive. I love that. Need that. Need more of that, man. Best coffee talk episode yet. Really? I'm just talking anything. Is it that good? Oh, all right. Well, hey. I feel like these shows are about nothing, but maybe that's why you like them. I don't know. I don't know. 9 times. 9. 9 times 9 is 9. Oh, Sean's from Long Island. Sweet. 9. All right. Anyways, I don't know. I think I gotta go, but no, school. So school, like I have my son I have him twice or 3 times during the week, and then every other weekend. So I always have them during the week, 2 to 3 days each week, and then I have them every other weekend. So I have them half the time, and I didn't have them this past weekend, so I actually don't have them this morning for school. So I am off duty as a teacher this morning, but I'm exhausted as hell. Wade, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He said, "Is anybody else annoyed Commando isn't on a stand-up cab?" I don't know. I'm not personally annoyed, but I like Commando. I like Commando and Going Commando. Shoot. Actually, I don't really, but anybody else go Commando? Let me know. All right. Mike says that's 2 to 3 days of Fortnite charges. That is right. And that is enough. 2 to 3 days of my son being here and charging up the credit card is enough. I couldn't afford it I couldn't afford it the other way. We'd need to pay we'd need to pay more child support for that. We would have to pay extra. There'd be a Fortnite section of the child support. so so yeah, no, it's awesome when I have my son. Obviously, I wish I had him even more, but yeah, the school thing is killing me. I'm not gonna lie. This online school thing is a freaking disaster. It's a disaster. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna keep my job, and I really don't. Like it. There's on Friday, I literally was helping him the whole entire day to the point where I was like, dude, I think I'm getting paid to do your school. I'm not sure what's going on, but Stringer Films. I always go commando while playing stand up cabs. Ooh. Ooh, okay. How to Bachelor says Zohar going to spank John D. Chris D. Definitely free flow commando. All right. Hey. Wade says Wade's laughing at Stringer. I'm trying to get to some people I haven't talked to about yet. So Chef Dave says, Stringer, do you have a coin door in your CAD? CAD? Oh, cab. I'm like, yeah, CAD guy. All right. Sean says the Robotron trilogy would make a great twin stick arcade one-up where all the controls make sense. Mike says he didn't need that visual. Well, you got it anyway, my friend. I don't know. And then Super Dimensional said these teachers don't want to go back to work. Why would they? We do their job now. I feel like I am, but yeah, it's pretty rough. -1 says they make too much money on the 30% commission. I don't know what that's referring to. Nacho Libre says Virginia Beach. I don't know what that's in relation to. Super Dimensional just gets ADD, and I like that. He's all, cabs are here for no reason, just because. We like that. We like when people just say random stuff. Mike says, don't talk to Ralph at 1 a.m. when making decisions about buying arcades. That's actually pretty smart because Mike basically showed me a picture of an awesome old school Miss Pac-Man cabinet, cocktail cabinet. And he's like, should I buy this? And I'm like, dude, first of all, I did give him the disclaimer that I'm the wrong person to ask, but I love those. So I don't actually love cocktail cabinets. I love the idea of cocktail cabinets. Then when you get them in your house, you're like, oh, I didn't tell you this part, Mike. I pretty much should have. When I get them in your house, I feel like they take up a lot. They're kind of awkward. Like if I could go back in time and I was a bachelor, I feel like I would want a cocktail cabinet in my like house somewhere. But I don't have I don't have a big enough space to put one. Like if I was going to put one, it'd probably be right there. So maybe. But the thing I like about that particular cocktail cabinet that you have, Mike, it's actually not crazy big if I remember right. But it is so nostalgic. So that cocktail cabinet, there was a Chinese restaurant in my hometown that would cycle out games, and they had two. One was I can't remember. I think it was like Galaga. It could have been Galaxian. I don't remember. But they had a Miss Pac-Man, and so I just remember that waiting in that waiting room playing that because we I don't know, for some reason it was a really popular Chinese restaurant. Like anytime I went there with my parents, there was always a huge wait. So I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, Stringer Film says Commando helps to hit the coin buttons without interrupting gameplay. Oh, dude. That means you're excited, Commando, which I didn't need to know. Anyways, no, Mike, you got a hookup. He got an awesome. This thing looks awesome. I wish I had a picture of it, but it looks great. I probably do. I just don't want to pull it up somewhere. But yeah. Greg, good morning, my friend. How are you doing? I'm going a little over this morning. I really should be wrapping this up now. Ralph, do you know if the Sinden, not Sidon, gun is a Arcade 1-Up exclusive? It's not, actually. So, I mean, as far as, like, have they licensed the technology to other people? They've licensed the technology to the Polymega. So the Polymega light gun will be Sinden as well. I almost said it wrong. So, yeah, I'm sure he'll license his technology to anyone else, really, I'm assuming. You know, so we might see other ones. But I know, I can tell by looking at it, at least I'm a good, oh, man, I can't think right now. I don't think that, I did go and look at some of the accessories that the At Games Legends Ultimate is coming out with, and their light gun looks, I don't know, it looks like just a regular sensor bar light gun, old school thing. So that I don't get. I mean, To me, I'm very opinionated when it comes to light guns. It's like, look, if we have these two coming out that are good quality light guns, dude, just screw the old one. Like stop investing in the sensor bar and the guns. Like, I spend a lot of money on Ultimark game tracks. I'm done with that now. I've been doing like that. Literally, technology has been around for probably. I want to think. I'm trying to remember the first time I bought one. It's gotta be over 7 years ago, and the technology has been around way longer than that. Like, I'm done with it. Like, I don't want the stupid sensor bar anymore. Done. Like, to me, my biggest recommendation, if you're gonna build an arcade cabinet and you're gonna put gun games on it, just wait. Wait for better technology because it's not worth it now. I don't think. Like, why invest hundreds of dollars into something that's gonna be replaced really soon here? I know it's gonna take time, but dude, it's like for a company like, At Games to go and make that gun, it makes no sense. It's like, here's a crap gun for you and then the other thing that makes no sense is then now I'm going to go off. They have two licensed gun games, I guess, coming, Operation Wolf and one more. Right now they have 0 on the cabinet. They have 0.0 light gun games. So outside of those two light gun games, what else are they going to have you use that gun for? Oh, how convenient. They're going to have you use it so you can hack the cabinet and play the gun games. Anyways, whatever. It's stupid. So anyways, I just, whatever. It's dumb. It's just stupid. But I do, here's the thing. If you don't care about spending the money and you know that the technology is a little bit older, you will have fun with the Ultimark Aim Track gun. You'll have fun with it because you'll relive some of these light gun games. Is it going to be exactly like you remember a light gun on a CRT? No way. Just the tracking of it, the response time of it, it's not the same. It just doesn't reproduce the experience. However, my hope is that the Sinden does that. Now there was a gun that came out. So if you guys know, there's a company called PDP Mars. They created their own light gun for, I think it was Xbox and something else. I can't remember. The problem with it is so basically what it does is it has this camera. I made a video about it, but the problem was I was like the first time I tried to do a live stream from my I tried to do a live stream from my cell phone and it was like a total disaster and the microphone wasn't working. It was a total mess. Anyway, so if you go look at it, you can't even hear what I'm saying. I'm like, it sounds like the guy that goes to on Howard Stern. He goes to these conferences sometimes and he interviews these people, but well, he doesn't do it, but he has this roaming reporter. I can't remember the guy's name, but they go and interview people at like shows that are doing cosplay, and they're like, "Oh, hey, sir, who are you dressed as?" And he's all, "I'm Darth Vader." And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I'm Darth Nihilus." And yeah, so it's really funny. Yeah, Darth Nihilus, whatever it is. Those crack me up because the people in the costumes talk like as if you can hear them, and you can't. Like some of them, the costumes are so like, covering their face that they can't talk. It's a hilarious clip. But anyways, going back to the PDP Mars. So it was a modern light gun that they made. Basically, they needed something to track the screen. So there's this camera that you have to have this thing that goes outside of your TV. So if this is my TV shooting out, so there's the TV shooting out. The camera sits like somewhere in front of your TV and it maps out where where my shooting viewing angle is. Like, this is my shooting area space. This is my play field. I'm doing a lot of this. This is my play field. Anyway, so yeah, that's my play field. And the thing is, you bump the camera, it's all bloop. But the thing is, it does work halfway decent. So anyways, what are we talking about? The auction? Everyone's blowing up on the thing. I think I'm going off. The coffee's sinking in. I gotta say, I don't know about the auction, guys. Like, I want to do the auction, but it's on Saturday, and I've been kind of trying to tell Kim, like, I'm gonna chill a little bit on the YouTube. Like, I know that I'm not like complaining because I love it, but I put a lot of time into it, and I think sometimes it's unfairly balanced, right? Like, I definitely, she works crazy hours, so like if we're just always ships passing in the night, that's never good for a relationship. So I'm trying to be better about that. So I'll see if we can figure out the auction, then maybe. but I don't want to be this like, hey, good to see ya. We're gonna go stream the auction now. Woohoo! So yeah, so we'll see. Maybe. I know Justin wants to do it, but it really is dependent on the family. And I have my kids this weekend, so I want to make sure that I'm not, away for multiple hours at a time. Because I can tell you what's going to happen. We're going to jump on that stream, and that stream's going to last for a really long time. And holy crap, it's 7:45 here local time. I gotta go. But yeah, family first for sure. All right. Let's do the auction late when you're not sleeping anyway. Yeah, that's right. All right, guys, we gotta wrap it up. So I'll put the final thoughts music on here. I really appreciate you guys joining. I know we talked about a lot of stuff. I don't know what we learned today. I think we learned that it's better to just be yourself. It is better to just be yourself. Sometimes people don't like that. Sometimes you gotta say, kiss my ass. This is how I feel, and I'm gonna tell it like it is. And I turned into a cowboy because in my mind, I think cowboys always say it like it is, right? It's like, hey, ma'am. I don't know, whatever. No, I don't know if cowboys say it like it is. I have no idea what I'm talking about. All I know is I need a hell of a lot more coffee. But sometimes, seriously, I think as a society, we've gotten to a point where I don't want to, not trying not to get political here, but I think we've gotten to the point where speaking your mind is bad. That's kind of bullshit. But anyways, I think you should be able to, be respectful, but share your opinion. You know what I mean? You don't want to, there's a difference between sharing your opinion and speaking your mind and being disrespectful. But I think people are offended a lot easier than they need to be these days. Trust me, I'm a sensitive guy, but I would rather someone tell me like it is, Anyways. So yeah, so if you like this, I really do appreciate you guys joining. This is pretty awesome. This thing that was really just an idea one night has turned into something that it seems like everyone is enjoying. It's a little different format than my usual thing, and I really do enjoy it and appreciate it. So thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for all the support. And thanks for coming out and spending some time with me this morning. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up on the way out. It does help. And, if you don't like it, you can give it a thumbs down. And if you like the channel, consider subscribing to the channel. That's always good. No pressure, but if you enjoy the content, that's always cool. And that's it. That's all. I'm exhausted, dude. I'm screwed. I'm screwed today. Today is not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. All I know is I'm going to rock about, if I could inject coffee into my veins, I'm going to do that. I'm going to figure it out. Where's going to be, Ian, you're right. It's going to be Respawn 2X. All right, guys. That's it. We will see you on the next one. As my dogs do that. They do this like, next one. Oh, the next one. All right. See you guys. I'm fucked today. Oh, I'm screwed today. I'm sorry. I just swore. I hope no kids got this far. I try not to do that. I think I'm still alive. All right. Sorry, guys. I really do apologize for that. Because sometimes kids watch. So, uh-oh. All right. I'm out. Can't believe I swore. It's not good. It's not good. Oh, all right. See you guys. That should be the face for the thumbnail. Good call. All right. I can never do that. Kim can do it really good. I'm like, why can you do that good? And I can't. I'm all, I sound like something wrong with me. All right. See you guys.